Hi, my name is Nancy Wilson. I'm the founder and CEO of the Canadian Women's Chamber of Commerce. And I'm here today to discuss our report, Falling Through the Cracks, which discusses the impact of COVID on underrepresented entrepreneurs in Canada.
Thanks, Nancy. It's been great working with you on this project together. I'm Danielle Graham. I work with Isaac Olowolape at Dream Legacy Foundation, and I founded Fierce Founders, the first female-focused tech accelerator in Canada.
My name is Mustafa Alio. I'm the co-founder and managing director for Jumpstart Refugee Talent. I'm here today to discuss the finding of the Falling Through the Crack report and discuss refugee women entrepreneurs' challenges within the pandemic, and not only women entrepreneurs, but other entrepreneurs among refugee population.
Hello, bonjour anim, Jarrett and Disnakash, Magneto First Nation in Onjaba, Kilimanjaro and Dodom. My name is Jarrett Lehman, and I'm from Magneto First Nation, which is located in Ontario. And I am the founder of the Center for Indigenous Innovation and Technology, and I am also the founder of a private tech company called Akawe Technologies. I'm here today to talk to you about the report Falling Through the Cracks, and really looking at it from an Indigenous perspective. Miigwech.
Wonderful. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We initiated this survey right out of the gate when everyone was affected by the impact of COVID-19. And we've been working very closely with founders within each of our communities for years. And the direct impact of this pandemic has led to, us banding together virtually to discuss what the impact is and gather that information through a report to hopefully impact these companies in a positive way moving forward.
The Canadian Women's Chamber of Commerce saw what was happening with the COVID-19 crisis. Our primary focus, of course, is on women identified and non-binary entrepreneurs. However, we expanded our scope with this survey in partnership with the Dream Legacy Foundation and wanted to collect data on underrepresented entrepreneurs across the board, which we thought would be a much more effective use of our time and resources. And certainly there's many overlapping issues and challenges that underrepresented entrepreneurs face. So we decided to include that in the scope of this survey.
I'll just maybe through economic crisis, refugees have always a special circumstances where they don't have that safety net to rely on. When those circumstances happen in the new country they settle in. Yet many refugees have great entrepreneurial spirits and aspirations. And with the pandemic, after pandemic, definitely the effect on it was kind of a double effect, not only on potentially putting a lot of obstacles in their way to start their own companies or follow their dreams after finally coming to a safe space, but at the same time putting a lot of pressure on them in terms of economic challenges they face just kind of to stay living. Because usually when those kind of circumstances happen, people rely on a safety net, on maybe support from others, something that refugees, unfortunately, for the most part of it, don't have.
Here at the Center for Indigenous Innovation and Technology, it was really critical for us to be involved in this survey with the Dream Legacy Foundation. And it was really integral because this type of work hasn't typically been done before, really looking at Indigenous technology companies. And so we really wanted to be able to capture some information on really the landscape of Indigenous entrepreneurs and Indigenous tech entrepreneurs to really pull that information together in general. And then in relation to COVID-19, was really a starting point for us and for the center to really start to get a honed understanding of the ecosystem and the players that are in that ecosystem to help create and increase Indigenous entrepreneurs in the tech and innovation sectors.
Thanks so much, Jared and Mustafa, for those quotes and for that perspective. I've been speaking to so many women entrepreneurs in the tech ecosystem these past 6 weeks, and it's been a real dichotomy in terms of the amount of impact that it's had on certain founders and not so much on others, but the impact has always been in terms of, you know, going home. There's more expectation on women to look after the home, to look after their kids, even for elderly care. And that has a direct impact on how much they're able to focus on their businesses and how much time they're able to spend out in the ecosystem, building their brand, building their company. With everyone being at home, there's no way for them to further a lot of their business. And so it's been a detrimental impact for many, many women entrepreneurs who have progressed so far in these past few years. And all of that hard work has been derailed in a few short weeks. And so the amount of frustration and, you know, challenge around how do they even get access to these resources has come through in so many calls, emotional and challenging times. And so I think that it's important to create these types of opportunities to speak and to create these opportunities for the surveys to prove who is falling through the cracks. And the fact of the matter is there's a lot of people who are struggling right now directly impacted by COVID-19 who aren't being heard by the government, who aren't being heard by the virtual communities that exist now that are cutting them out even more. And so I think this is a really important initiative that we've all been able to undertake together because we've all been connected before COVID hit. And we've been building our platform and our work together for the last year. And so now is a time where we really have a lot to say, and we hope that we're heard through this survey, through this report, and through this video.
Absolutely, Danielle. I think that the survey results show that underrepresented entrepreneurs are experiencing the same devastating impacts as small businesses across Canada are experiencing, but at a greater magnitude than your average small business, as well as underrepresented entrepreneurs are experiencing unique challenges as a result of COVID. So those two aspects combined make this a really, really challenging time for these communities, and targeted funds are absolutely required to address these needs. Thank you so much for listening to this video, and we hope that you download the report and take a look at the data.
Thanks, Nancy. Thanks, Jared. Thanks, Mustafa.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.